in Search for Wellness is created by Eden Cellular Wellness Solutions, whose vision is to develop and create wellness solutions. Eden Cellular Wellness Solutions presents to you How Do I Start My Journey in Search for Wellness? You are most welcome to participate in this series of discussions on 6 topics. These topics are designed as a wellness solution to encourage and empower you make the important decision and take action towards your journey in search for wellness. How do I start my journey in search for wellness? This is part 1 of trainings on wellness and is prepared by Eden Cellular Wellness Solution. Welcome. In this training, we will be covering a series of topics. In fact, 6 topics. Why should I be interested? Why should I be interested? One can ask that question. Why should I be interested in searching for wellness? How do I start my journey? Someone may wonder, where do I begin? I have had this and that, but how and where do I begin? When do I start? At what stage of my life should I start? I don't feel pain anywhere. I'm not sick. I'm able to do my work. Is it really necessary? When do I start? What is my objective? My gift of life? And can I influence my wellness? So we'll be going through these sections in a series of short trainings until we complete the whole of the topics. Welcome to this section 4 of the main title of our mission of How Do I Start? How do I start my journey in search for wellness? The main title of this training is How do I start my journey in search for wellness? And the other section, section 1, we have looked at section 1, section 2, section 3, of issues and items that may facilitate and convince us and empower us to take the responsibility of our wellness, in which we say that wellness is not automatic. Wellness, if not nurtured, and if it is not abused, will deteriorate with time. And we have seen that by failure, if we insist on a lifestyle of foods that are insufficient of nutrients, if we insist on living a life of sedentary living without any activity that speeds the reactions or the activity of the systems inside our body, we will realize that an automatic degeneration will take place in the efficiency of our cells inside our being, inside our bodies. And what you have covered in section 1, 2, and 3 is to empower us, each individual, to take responsibility, to desire to reach a point and to defeat the authority and this pattern of cell degeneration, of the degeneration of cell efficiency, and the onset of these diseases, very expensive and very difficult diseases that are difficult to cure, that have posed a risk in every person who is living in modern times. But the beauty of research and science is that a science of lifestyle evolution, there is a science of lifestyle evolution that has taken root in the first world nations. That is, that everyone who hears of these things should be able to embrace it. It's good news. It's the weapons that our wonderful scientists in the world over are provided to us to fight disease, just as doctors and governments have fought diseases for us. At this particular point in our history, every person may need to contribute. There is a contribution that every person may need to make in this fight. So welcome to section 4. Section 4, we are going to look at the value of our objective, the value of the purpose. Is it worthy? Is this journey worth it undertaking? Is it important after all? Is it important that one should undergo such drastic change? Maybe one may lose friends. Complete change, maybe disorient yourself with your networking system and the society. Is it worth it? What is my objective? Is the title, is the topic for this section, section 4. What is my objective? Remember that we are looking at how do I start my journey in search for wellness? How do I start my journey in search of wellness? In search for wellness. And what is my objective? What would be my objective in this journey? In the journey in search for wellness, what is wellness? And what would be my objective? What would be my objective in this search? So one can ask, what is my aim? What would my aim be in this journey? What would be my intention in this journey in search for wellness? And what purpose do I want to accomplish? What purpose do I want to accomplish at some point in this event, in the event of this journey, which obviously is not an overnight plan, is not a plan of a fortnight, is a slow, stepwise, small steps journey. What purpose do I intend to accomplish at some points in this event? What do I want to achieve in this journey? What do I want to achieve in this journey? Where do I desire to reach in my wellness? How do I define my wellness, and where do I desire to reach in my wellness? What do I expect to gain from this endeavor? How important is it to me and those close to me? How long will it take? How soon will I experience results? So, what is the objective of this journey? Objective or purpose. We have seen, we have asked ourselves in the other slide, what is our purpose? What purpose do I intend to achieve? What is objective do I intend to achieve? What purpose do I need to accomplish? What is my aim? What is my desire? What is my intention in this undertaking? Objective, aim, purpose are all fruitful reasons why one would want to undertake an adventure. People undertake very difficult adventures in their lives. There are some people who are very adventurous, but there are many people who like to live in a comfort zone. They don't want their lives to be ruffled by anything. They don't want any changes. They don't want any hassles. They don't want to take any risk. But there are people who take adventure in their lives, and that take some very dangerous adventures, others very exciting adventures, others adventures that take a long time. They take them far away from their homes and families. So, and they do these things for reasons. There are reasons why people undertake some adventures or some endeavors or activities or projects. So an objective, an aim, a purpose, they are all fruitful reasons. I say they are fruitful reasons because they are the fruits of a process. You start a process like a journey. Maybe you decide you are going to walk on foot all the way from one city to another city. So you start with the first step, and your friends will flag you off, and you walk one step after the other, one step after the other, one step after the other. And slowly, maybe in days or months or hours, you reach your destination. So what you are saying, that objective, aim, or purpose are fruitful reasons. They are fruitful reasons. They are fruits or they are products that you obtain or you harvest or you realize after going through a stepwise process. So objective, aim, or purpose are all fruitful reasons why one would want to undertake an adventure. And the importance, the urgency, the value, the passion for the reason continuously draws energy from within the person. You know, people in the world most of the times get fascinated. People get fascinated at entrepreneurs. People get fascinated at entrepreneurs. People get fascinated at people who follow their passion, like musicians, like actors, like all forms of artists, like athletes, scuba divers, people who dive from the sky in parachutes. There are many things that people do, driven by a power and a drive from within, something that we call passion. And you find these people, they don't have a headmaster, they don't have a class teacher, they don't have a policeman with a whip, they don't have a supervisor who is watching over them, they don't have an authority that is threatening them every day. These people are driven by a power and a drive from within them. So we are saying that people get fascinated at how some people are able to achieve results on their own, while others keep saying, I can't do it. I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do that. I don't know how so and so manages to do this. I don't know why how people manage to do this. Or you find people say, I can't leave a job because I can't do this and I can't do that. People believe that, but in essence, every person has got a very strong resource within them. People have a very strong within their being that if it is activated by some kind of importance or some kind of urgency, they will be surprised at themselves that they really can achieve what they thought they could not achieve. So this is what you are saying, that the importance of the purpose, the urgency of the purpose, the value of the purpose, the passion for the purpose continuously draws energy from within a person. Then you find that person is able to do something continuously Somebody does not give up. Even if when there is failure, they will still sort out themselves, they look where they research and find where they went wrong, and they'll go back again. And they'll continue with their endeavor until they realize results. The weight, the value, the excitement of doing it, let me tell you. People who are passionate about things and who are motivated by a desire within them to do something, just by engaging with doing that thing, it provides such excitement and enjoyment. It provides such excitement. That's why you see people so excited when they have achieved something. When somebody has been trying to do something and they achieve it, it gives them great joy. So it's the value of the purpose and this weight and the excitement, the sheer excitement of doing it. It drives someone and it maintains a motivation and focus to achieve results. So when you assign importance, when we assign importance to the objective, we assign importance to the objective and we start learning. For example, like obviously now, not talking generally, but specifically now what you are talking about in search for wellness. So in a case like this one, when we assign importance to the objective of searching for wellness, for example, by first of all learning to appreciate and value one's life, one's body, and one's health. At times we carry around our bodies like something we don't know anything about. We walk around in our bodies with a degree of ignorance, and being removed from our bodies, not knowing anything our bodies, until one falls sick, your leg is feeling pain, your stomach is aching, you have a chest pain, you have a severe headache, there is a toothache. Only then we may start wondering, hey, what is happening? What is that part of my body that is bringing me trouble? So it is important to come to a place of learning to appreciate our life, to appreciate one's body that God has given to you and me, to appreciate the opportunity of life that God has given to you and me, and its value, and actually love it. Make a decision to love it. Don't wait to be loved by anybody. Our problem as humans is we crave loving. We crave love. We really want to be loved. Really, love is part of our human system because God is love and He loves us. And we come from family and we crave for love. So every time you find that we'll think about how people think about us, how your people look at us, how you look at me. We are looking at how somebody may want to appreciate me or appreciate the other person. But the important thing is not depend on people's attention towards me or you. It's how I love myself, how I love my body, how I love my life that God has given me. Only when I appreciate it, I appreciate my body, I appreciate the life God has given me, I myself, irrespective of whether other people hate me or they don't want to see me or they don't like me, I don't care. What is important is how I value myself, how I value the gift of life that God has given me, how I value the gift of family that God has given me, how I look at these entities, wonderful entities. Will you really will improve or take me forward the step of assigning importance to the objective of searching for wellness? If I value this myself in this way, in fact, my search for wellness will find importance, will find meaning. No? It will be self-driving when I realize I'm doing this thing for myself. The value and power of wellness and long life. When we configure and understand the value and the power of wellness and the importance and the wonder of long life, and appreciating the opportunity of one's life and what one can do with it. All this goes into assigning importance to the objective, to value ourselves, the value and the power of wellness, not to take wellness for granted, not to think about our bodies when we fall sick and think it is the doctor who is responsible. It is not the doctor who is responsible. Every individual, every parent is responsible for wellness. So the power of wellness and the long life that God has given us, and incredibly the opportunity, that opportunity of what one can do with one's life. We have seen that the things that you like most, when you start doing it, they create such joy. You really enjoy your life and you enjoy what you are doing. So the idea is to find the reasons why our lives are valuable and to place worth in our lives and to appreciate our lives, to appreciate ourselves and why we are living on earth and why God placed here on earth, and to just be thankful and grateful and appreciate ourselves from the place of gratitude, from the point of gratitude. That is where power of our importance start calling out for reasons for us to do this and that. We have looked at the objective. We have looked at the objective and we are trying to see objective and purpose, and we try to see their value. We are trying to assign value to the objective of searching for wellness. Why is the search for wellness important? Of what value is it to us? Yeah. And in that aspect and in that respect, it brings us to the subject of this focus. Who is the subject of this focus? The journey in search for wellness. Who is going to drive this journey? This journey is about who? This journey is about what? Who is the subject of this focus? Who is the subject of this focus? And that is where appreciating oneself and loving and appreciating the gifts that God has given a person, really treasuring the gift, that one, it empowers us to realize how important we are and how important our life is, how important our wellness is, and why we should not leave it to somebody else to take care of it, but we should take the responsibility for it. So who is the subject of this focus? And how does one keep focus on oneself as subject matter? If I'm the subject of this wellness journey, how do I keep focus on myself as the subject matter without being drawn from this and that? So let's ask the mirror. Let's ask the mirror on the wall. Let's go to the mirror on the wall and ask the mirror on the wall. Whose image, if we stand in the mirror, if you stand in the mirror, if the other person stands in the mirror, if I stand in front of the mirror, whose image is in the mirror? Whose image is in the mirror? The mirror and photographs that we take or videos on our lifestyle, they generate our image. It generates one's image, and that person whose image appears there is the subject for one's attention. And it is important now to hold a dialogue with oneself concerning this matter. Stand in front of the mirror and hold a discussion, hold a dialogue concerning your wellness, concerning your desire, your mission for changing your lifestyle, for going out to search out for lifestyle, for paying, using extra time or extra focus to read that book, or extra focus per day, maybe 5 minutes or 20 minutes, to search the net or to download that book or to get a book from the bookshop, you see, or even go to a wellness talk. So this is about personal focus. We need to focus. We may need to focus on a part of the lifestyle change is to really get our attention to ourselves. Let's not wait until we are drained down and pinned down by a sickness, by a disease that we have no money for which to pay. We have no money to pay for these sicknesses. There is such a wonderful purpose that God has brought each one of us into this world, that there is no poor time to be pinned down by disease. There is a lot of excitement and joy to go out, do the things that God has purposed for us to do. That the purpose and the mission for searching for our wellness and developing wellness within our being is there's a lot to die for. There's a lot to die for in search for wellness. We realize that what we do daily as routine, the activities and the engagements and responsibilities that we carry out daily as a routine is what is in our conscious memory, or we may say the RAM of our brain, the RAM of our brain or our conscious memory. It mainly holds the activities, the thinking, the thoughts, the skills that we engage on day-to-day basis. What we see every day is what is in line with our responsibility, what is in line with our daily life. We also see the physical features of our bodies every day in the mirror. Every time we get up and we get ready, we want to present ourselves before the mirror to see whether we are satisfied with our dressing up and our grooming or hairstyle or how we present ourselves. We may even stand in front of a mirror and make our presentation of how we are going to create our presentation in front of the mirror. And so we see the physical features of our bodies every day in the mirror. And what we have learned for years and repeat frequently, the skills that we have learned for years and we repeat frequently, all these things are also in our conscious memory. But there are some important things. The conscious memory, you see, it holds those frequent things that we are engaging in every other day, every day of the week. But you realize that if you do not engage in a certain thing, maybe 1 day in a week, and next week 2 days in a week you don't engage in it, the other week 3 days in a week, in the other week in 4 days in a week, you find that slowly by slowly it will start slipping out of your conscious memory and you'll still go to the hard disk, to the subconscious memory. And you find that slowly you are doing your activities, but there are some 2 or 3 things that you have forgotten. And with the time you realize after a year, you say, I used to do this thing, but I've not done it for years. So whatever is in our conscious memory, in our RAM of our brain, is that which we are engaging in every day. But whatever we engage in every day is not all that represents the important things in our lives. What do we see daily? We observe our physical features daily in the mirror. We focus on the objects and subjects of our daily attention and responsibility. Intellectually, we engage with work and family issues daily. Our hearts remember what is close and passionate in our lives. We can't forget the things that we are passionate about. Our hearts remember these things. So our attention is therefore always looking outwards to service other demands. I want us to get this point very well. Although we are the ones who are every day we wake up, we get ready, we are rushing, we are pressed for time and we are pressed for deadlines and meetings. And our lives become a rush every time. In the evening, we come late, we must sleep, we must wake up early, we must go, we come back. And we find that only the things that we are engaged in within the 7 days in the week, and we come across in our intellectuality or objects and subjects of our daily attention. Those are the things that we see daily and they are in our conscious memory. And our attention are fully all the time, we are active, but our attention and focus and energy are drawn out to service other issues, demands outside of our being. We service those, we are the active service providers. However, our attention is therefore always looking outwards to service other demands. But we must realize, however busy we may be and active we may be, there are some other very critical and very important aspects of our lives that nobody is taking care of. Nobody is servicing some other demands which are not visible, which we do not engage with every day, which are not in our conscious memory. Things that are hidden from us. Nobody is addressing those things. Nobody is servicing those demands until something happens and we have to go to look for service from the doctor. We have to look for service from the medical practitioner. There are very important things that we do not see or are in our conscious memory. Very important things that are not subject of our service, of our attention in every day of our life. They are hidden from us. We cannot see them. And these are the engines of our wellness. The engines are of our wellness. We cannot see them in the mirror. Not seen in the mirror. Not seen in the mirror. We see our physical features in the mirror, but not seen in the mirror are the engines of wellness. And what are these engines? The engines of our wellness are the cells. I told you the over 100 trillion cells that are distributed all our organs and the skin and our bones and the brain. All these 100 trillions of cells that are distributed in all the structural features and the organs. Levels of bioactive substances. Bioactive substances are also called biochemicals. But I'm using the word bioactive. There are substances which are bioactive. When they're in the body, they react with others, so they are bioactive. And there are substances which are not seen with the naked eye. So we are not able to see the levels of the bioactive substances from the mirror. We are not able to see the levels of nutrient supply in our foods. We are not able to see the levels of nutrient supplies that goes into our cells every day. We do not see that. We are not able to see the speed at which the chemical work is taking place in the cells. we are not able to see the rate of metabolism in the cells, nor are we able to see the organs and the service systems which are in the body. These things, we cannot see them in the mirror. These are the agents of wellness. So the cells, levels of bioactive substances, and speed of chemical work in the cells, organs, and service systems cannot be seen from the image in the mirror. And because you cannot see them, and I cannot see them, one may never give attention to them unless one is educated, or that is, one is brought the information about their existence and where they are hidden inside the body. Or know if something is going wrong. So we are saying that we may never know. We may never give attention to the agents of wellness within our being, within our body. Or we may also never know that something is wrong inside our cells, or with the levels of bioactive substances, or with our metabolism, until discomfort starts setting in. And this is one very important lesson that one may need to take action early in life rather than later. You see. So these things are very critical things. The agents of wellness, which are hidden inside our bodies, which only our doctor knows about it. The biochemist in the laboratory knows about it. Maybe the pharmacist knows about it. A few scientists in the world know about it. But many people who are not in the science profession may not know about it. But many who also may know about it may never be able to properly and beneficially apply that knowledge to help them in their search for wellness. So in this section, we are trying to establish what is our purpose. Who is the center? Who is the center of this focus? Where is the center of this focus? Where should our focus be directed? And on what critical factors should our focus be directed into? And we realize, although one may feel like you have the energy, you're able to do this, you are 30 years old, 25 years old, 35 years old, 40 years old, you're still eating a lot of chicken, a lot of chips, a lot of drinking, a lot of soda, you're still eating a lot of beef, a lot of beer, smoking a lot of cigarettes, overindulging in ice creams, overindulging in cakes and energy drinks. Although your body still feels energetic, it is important to see the things which are hidden from our eyes, hidden from the image in the mirror. And those are the critical departments. Those are the critical departments. That is the recipients of our change. So when you think of how I'm going to configure my search for wellness, or what is it that I get to know to be able to achieve results and to achieve victory, or what do I need to do to be victorious and to find results? This is the praise that we may need to learn about and to address. And with this, we come to the end of this section 4. And I trust that you'll be able to cover the other sections that we have also seen, section 1, section 2, section 3, and now section 4. Thank you very much for your participation. I'm very appreciative that you have given this work time, that you have given this work some attention, and I trust that the training has unlocked the gates into your journey in search for wellness. And may God help you in this endeavor. This work is a product of Eden Cellular Wellness Solutions. Goodbye.